Hey guys, we're at the Flakpanzer Restoration. I'm with Colin right now, and we're going to be doing a very special unboxing. Colin, can you tell us what's going to happen?
Certainly. So what recently arrived was an installation kit and what appears to be the radio for, what the installation kit says is for M4 76mm Sherman tank for use with radio sets and stations, number 19 Mark II British type. So what we want to do is have a quick peek in the boxes to confirm the contents. At some point they were opened in the past, as evidenced by a lot of the nails were missing. So what we want to do is have a quick look to see if all of the contents are actually there and what the condition of them is. So the first box that we've got here claims to be a radio set stations number 19 Mark II British type. We've already pulled the nails out of it, but haven't had a look inside yet. So we'll open up the top. So now that we've got the lid off, what it appears is that the contents certainly do match the label on the outside of the box. There's two interior packages here. One is labeled as the standard kit, and the first item on the other list is a wireless set number 19 Mark II with some of its ancillary equipment with it. It looks like that package has not been opened previously, where this package does appear to have been opened. With the way all the paper is, it looks like it was likely removed from the crate and opened up and then put back into the crate. So I think we'll leave this one for now, and then we'll have a quick look into the other one. Now, the label on this other one is the installation kit for an M4 76mm medium tank. So we'll pop the top off of this one. This one doesn't have all the waterproofing paper on it like the other one does. Now, does that mean it did have it and it was removed, or it never had it? And we probably won't know the answer to that. This package has certainly been opened at some point in the past. Now, if we're judging, my initial judgment on this will be that it probably did have the waterproofing paper, and probably had its list of contents on the outside, like the other packages. So certainly we've got all sorts of items in here, but there's no packing list readily available. That's a wiring diagram plate to mount inside the vehicle as part of the installation process. So we'll take a break for a minute and decide, are we going to start rifling through all this, or do we just seal it back up for now? So this has got the radio in this, so it's going to be...
So it's on the tray.
Paper seal.
It's funny that one of those stacks of radios you have there with the it says oven on. I'm like, yeah, oven parts put out a lot of heat.
Always have an oven. There's an actual oven for the crystal.
Everything had heat up. It's operating temperature. So, yeah. And it's split back in the Let's wait for it for you. There's the guards.
Well, this box certainly appears to be unmolested for the most part.
I would,
yeah. Antenna bases,
give it to
cage.
bush guards.
Yeah.
They give them to the level of packaging they did that. Yeah.
That's an odd...
Closer.
I've never seen that.
Spare parts box.
I've never seen that rod on one of them. I suppose it's an American production.
It must be because the key is still, it's a different type of key. Which is, it's still a 19-set key.
Now some of this stuff's RCA.
Oh, it's
All
all
of
going
it's
to be
RCA.
RCA. it's all U.S. made. So we know pretty much everything is in there.
Looks like it. That's
There we
the,
go.
What we're going to do now is open up this one package. It has not been previously opened, but what we want to do is assess the condition of it. If you look down at this end and that end of the crate, they've suffered water damage. So we'd certainly like to have a look at the state of that water damage, and is anything important damage. We can see through the cracks here that the radio is sitting on its tray. I don't know whether it's going to be secured to the tray or not, but at least at this end of the package, it appears that the only damage is the shock mounts on the tray, but we certainly don't know how far the water damage goes. So we'll be the first ones to open this, since it was packaged in, I think the date on it's from 1944. Apparently I should do this with a sharp knife. Oh, it's right out here. So, it looks like we've certainly got a complete radio with its waterproof cover sitting on its tray. I'm hoping that means that, again, the only damage is the shock mounts on the tray, and that the radio was far enough out of the moisture in order to prevent corrosion in it.
Be real careful with the snap.
So we appear to have some mouse droppings in here as well, so which is unfortunate, because quite often if the mice are in there and they built a nest, they're also urinating in that nest, sorry, which then holds the urine next to the metal components, and then where that nest is, there is likely going to be a fair amount of corrosion. But we'll open her up and see what we have. Now, thankfully, so far, it isn't looking bad. I'll tilt this up onto its back. So, certainly, aside from the base of the shock mounts, it appears to be in very good condition. That whatever mouse activity was happening in here, they weren't actually making a nest, and we don't have any serious amount of deterioration of the radio itself. Now, what the internals look like is another matter, but especially from the mouse perspective, there's no avenue for the mouse to get inside. So the question just becomes how much moisture was present, and what has that moisture done to the guts of the wireless set.